Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Have you ever wondered what $17 will get you for a candle or bath bomb kit? Yeah, me too, so we're gonna find out today. I'm going to make the candle kit today, I'm gonna make the bath bomb kit tomorrow. Now both of the kits we're making today are from a brand called STMT, which stands for Simple, Trendy, Modern, Touch.
I don't know about the touch part, that's kind of weird.
But all of these little kits kind of have this millennial theme. Forgive me. I am a millennial. I know it when I see it. I can only make 2 candles with this kit, so I'm gonna have to be picky about what we do.
Let's unbox it.
Okay, let's open this up. Ooh, stickers, recipe things. Okay, the packaging, very appealing. Love these. We've got lots of little paper pieces, little stirring sticks. No, no. Catherine, what are you doing? Don't tell me every time y'all don't see popsicle sticks, you're always wanting to, you know, just...
I'm a walrus.
Just me and Kenny? Okay, that's fine. Ooh, what a cute little picture. Now, what are these? Oh, I think these are the labels, and I get to pick which one. We have 3 different fragrances, it looks like. They're very small and very cute, and 2 different colors, so we can do a
Pink candle, a blue candle, or mix them together and get a purple candle.
Ooh, a gold pen for writing. Now, this is something I never see in a craft kit, okay? They never include a writing utensil, and I'm here for it. So here's a nice feature. Right at the beginning, it tells you what's inside the kit, and it also tells you what you need. So I'm gonna go grab a hot glue gun, a microwave safe bowl, some sort of a pot holder, and some scissors real quick. First step is to remove the lids from my candle tins. Then we're going to hot glue our wicks down to the bottom of the candle jar. Now, let me show you something that I just noticed. This front photo that they picked for the official photo shoot has a candle that has been lit and started tunneling, meaning that the wick size was too small. Do you see what I mean? Look at the pink candle. You can see there's like this huge sinkhole right in the middle, but actually now that I'm looking closer, it doesn't even look like the candle has been lit. So I'm not sure why that sinkhole exists. Okay, my hot glue has heated itself up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and press that into the middle. 1 there, and number 2 here. Now it's time to melt my wax. So they said to do about half of this bag. I'm gonna have to guess on how much half is. And then they say to heat this for 3 to 5 minutes. That seems like an awfully long time, so I'm gonna keep a really close eye on it. It did in fact take 4 minutes to heat, so they were right. Next step is to fill this up to the 1 ounce marker here, and then we're going to pick our color and our fragrance. It also warned me to work quickly, just using my paper towels here to hold the glass container because it is hot, just like they said it would be. I'll fill that up. Found another way to improve this craft kit. They talk about dripping your desired amount of color and fragrance into the hot wax, but they don't really give you any sort of guidance on that. That could be 1 or 2 drips, that could be 5 or 6 drips. They don't really tell you, but you have kind of a limited amount of fragrance. So I'm gonna start with maybe 3, and there's no telling how strong this is. This could be extremely strong, or it could be like you can almost not smell it. I'm gonna go with 5 actually, just to be safe, because we have the extra fragrance. That was 6, not 5. So why not? My scent choices, by the way, are lavender, rose, and sweet orange. For me, the lavender and rose fragrances make sense. However, none of these fragrances I feel really appeal to the target audience this craft kit was made for. If it were me, I would be including fragrances that were a little sweeter, a little fruitier, maybe even things like cotton candy, a fruit blend, something like that. These seem a little bit sophisticated for the branding, especially considering that your colorants are like hot pink and like a neon blue. These are something that I would expect to see with like a Galaxy collection, not with a rose scented candle. I am being picky. After all, this is like a $17 craft kit. Okay, 3 drops of the color did almost nothing. 10 drops is a little better, but not much. 20 drops, and it looks like we're finally starting to get somewhere. 30 drops looks about right to me. Let's go ahead and pour it in. It also says I need to work fairly quickly in mixing this up. Now, it kind of seems like I need to keep creating like the exact same thing over and over again, or else we're going to get a marbling effect. And just to prove it, let's go ahead and add some of our blue to this one. Added in 15 drops of blue. The blue is definitely more pigmented. Gonna pour that in, and you can see it's marbling. The marbling looks kind of cool though, so I think I'm gonna continue to do that until my entire tin is filled up. All right, so we're gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes or so. And you can see with half a bag, I still have quite a bit of wax left. So I'm just gonna melt down the rest of the wax, make it all one color, and pour it into my remaining container. After I melted down all the wax, I literally poured in the entire bottle of the lavender fragrance because I still have no idea if this is gonna even smell. I don't know if that's too much or too little, I don't know. I also added in all of the rest of the blue because I could. And then I noticed they didn't give me enough popsicle sticks because there's nothing to hold this wick up. So I had to go get my own. And then I had almost an entire like cupcake size amount of wax left. They literally gave me enough wax to pour 3 candles, but only 2 candle jars. So we all love small business shopping, right? But have you ever wondered about all the steps involved in shipping your order? Let's pack one up and see how Stamps.com makes my life easier. All right, so I've got my box, and now I'm gonna add some cute tissue paper, place my soaps in, cover again with the tissue paper, and place their stickers on top. I weigh the package with the free scale Stamps.com provides, which is super handy. Then I use their rate advisor to find the cheapest shipping method for my customer, and all the shipping info is neatly organized in an easy-to-use dashboard. With my label printed and box taped up, the products are off to the shipping shed and then to their new home. I love watching people pack orders, and if you're the one doing the packing, check out Stamps.com. Right now there's a special offer at Stamps.com/royalty soaps. You'll get a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. That's Stamps.com/royalty soaps. Grab this deal and make your shipping a breeze. Back in 15 minutes and everything is still a little warm, but it's not hot. And everything is set up enough for me to remove those popsicle sticks. Now, this actually looks really cool. You can definitely see the blue and the pink in there. And I bet as it burns down, it'll become even more obvious. Now, for our blue, it's gotten significantly lighter over time, and there is a little bit of sinkage on the sides. We're getting kind of wrinkledy over here, but other than that, everything looks pretty good. Wow, that wick was nearly impossible to cut with regular scissors. Really, really tough. Should have waited a little while longer because it is still pretty hot in there, but what I would do is I would take a hair dryer and heat the top so that the surface looks a little smoother. I have a heat gun, so that's what I'm going to use this time, but if I was just at home and didn't have something like that, I'd just use a regular old hair dryer. I let everything sit for another 30 minutes, and as you can see, the one in the middle looks the best. I think I did add too much fragrance oil to this candle. Now, how would I know it was too much? I wouldn't. So if you make this kit, just be prepared to use less fragrance in your wax. Otherwise, it'll start mushrooming and get kind of this wonky texture. It may even affect the burning. And now I get to go ahead and make some cute labels, and we get to put the fun wrappers around each jar. So I think for this one, because it's nice and swirly, we should use this particular wrapper. And here's something I really enjoy, is that these are real labels. They are stickers, they will stay. A lot of the times craft kits kind of cheap out a little bit and just put like a piece of paper you're supposed to tape on something, and that is just not as good. It's a little wrinkly, but I still think it's going to stick okay. Peeling your labels like this, by the way, makes them a lot straighter and also makes them have less air bubbles. All right, so all the way around, nice and flat, looks pretty good. All right, cute. Time for some gold. Let's call this one Be yourself. Add some little hearts, maybe some stars. Here's our label. A little bit hard to read, but that's all right. Pop that right on there and put the lid on. Okay, that's pretty cute, y'all. That's pretty darn cute. And then maybe for this one, we use one of the clear labels. Okay, I am not able to get this. Wow, gonna add this to one of my like top 5 most frustrating craft experiences. I give up on that one. We'll do this one because I know I can get this one apart. Okay, well, that is not the prettiest one, but it's the only one I could get off. So there we go. There is the final label and wax tin. Let's do a quick burn test and I'll tell you what I find out. Okay, here are my compiled notes for the candle kit. We'll talk about the things I love first, okay? I love the labels. The labels are super cute. It's really, really nice that you can just stick them on. I really like the cute packaging options. It's fun to have a pin. Again, I've never been given a pin before. Now for the needs improvement list. There's no guidance on scent or color, and of course, as we saw in my test, if you add too much scent, you end up with problems. The fragrance options don't really match the branding. There weren't enough jars to use up all the wax, and there weren't enough sticks to hold all of the wicks. Would I repurchase this kit? Sadly, no, because $8.50 for the type of candles that we made is just too much. If I'm going to go ahead and spend $17, I might as well go ahead and spend a little more and get candles that perform really well with instructions that are very, very clear. Time to make the bath bombs, and I have pretty high hopes for this, okay? It looks like they have a lot of cute additives. I see some really pigmented micas in there. I think this is gonna be a good one. Okay, let's go ahead and unbox this. Ooh, small business shout out. These 2 bracelets right here are from Glamorous by Brie. Here's her cute little business card. I got these and I'm in love with them. They're such good quality and they're so summer fun. Hiya! Hiya! Whee! Ooh, look at this. They have little rosebuds in there. Just gonna take this whole thing out and set the box to the side. Okay, cute! So we've got all the little micas here. We have some glitter as well. Now, you guys know I'm not gonna be using this glitter because it is probably not environmentally friendly. I will check the back and make sure. So we're not sending it down the drain. Got our baking soda bath bomb mixture. Ooh, what does that entail? That sounds like a secret recipe. Pre-measured and pre-blended. We love to see it. Got a little bit of coconut oil here. Our dried roses. Ooh, our fragrances. What's this? Vanilla essential oil. No! This is definitely false advertising. There's no such thing as vanilla essential oil, okay? It doesn't exist. This is definitely vanilla fragrance oil. Look at the color of it. It's completely clear. And because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and bet that even though lavender essential oil does exist, this is probably also fragrance oil. Especially looking at the viscosity of it, it's just too thick to be an essential oil. STMT. Come on now, guys. That's not a good look. It does smell really good though. Did I just throw away the instructions? Where are they? Oh, here they are. Okay, so they have this gold bottom. The instructions are underneath that. So if you get this kit, there they are. So you can make single colored bath bombs or multicolored bath bombs with this kit. What say we try one of each? I feel like a pair of gloves would have been a really handy addition to this kit because the bath bomb mixture does contain citric acid and that can be irritating to the skin. So if you use it, highly recommend just using a pair of gloves while you make it. Our first step, they say, is to line our molds with plastic wrap, which I've never used molds like this that required you to line with plastic wrap. I don't know if that's because this type of mixture will absolutely stick to this mold or if they're like just trying to make sure that your colors don't blend. I don't really know the function of that. First step, bath bomb mixture. Second step, baking powder. Third step, adding your flower petals and or color, and mix up our powders. Okay, adding in more mica powder because that wasn't nearly enough. In fact, let's use the whole thing. Let's use all the roses too. Now for some coconut oil. Now they gave two options. One, take all of this out, heat it up in the microwave and add it in a liquid form. Or two, scoop it straight out into your little teaspoon measurement and break it up with your fingers, which I've never heard of anyone doing, so you know we have to try it. Also, a little bit strange that you would have like a rose kind of inspired bath bomb and yet have the fragrance oil be lavender. I feel like rose and vanilla would have been a better combo for this, but who asked me? Nobody. The one good thing I will say about this, they do specify how much fragrance to add. It's 15 to 20 drops. And I'm going to mix this up with my hands until that coconut oil is completely worked through the entire mixture, as is the fragrance. Wow, so I actually think that mixing in that coconut oil by hand with the fragrance oil for 2 minutes kind of worked. It dispersed pretty evenly. I can see that this is holding together pretty good, so color me impressed. Okay, now for the water, which I have an issue adding water to things like this because typically it just activates it and you like have to hurry and mix it up before it gets too activated. But I did what they said and I'm supposed to work this with my hands for 3 to 5 minutes. So that's kind of a long time, but we're following instructions today. Okay, I mixed as long as they specified, and turns out I think that actually helped too. So following the instructions equals a good time for everybody with this kit. So for this next part, I've got to load up these little spheres, half spheres, I guess. Just kind of pressing it in gently, it said, and then adding some to the middle before you press it together. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I hope I didn't overfill just now. You guys know I've never been good at bath bombs, so me doing it from the kit, honestly, it's really probably not fair to the kit. Okay, squeeze that down as much as I can. Was that too much? I don't know, hopefully not. And then it said to let it sit in this mold for like 2 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set a timer before I pull the top off and just let it sit there. Wait, was I supposed to put all of this in there? Oops, okay, I think I was supposed to add all of the mixture in there. Hold on a second. Also, as I'm unmolding, I can see the indentations that using this makes, which I don't love. I feel like I want really smooth sides on my bath bomb, but I don't know. We'll try to use it without the plastic wrap in the next one. We'll let that be more experimental. Okay, this time I've added in way more. Did I overdo it? Maybe. Okay, let's let it sit for like 2 or 3 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and unmold it. It's been sitting there. Okay, all right, that came out pretty clean. All right, now it says to let it sit on a flat surface, and I can see there's a little bit of an indentation. You can see there's an indentation right here. Now, I don't know if that's gonna cause problems as this continues to sit, and the pressure kind of builds up as it falls down, but we don't have anything extra for it to sit in, and that's just what the instructions said. So I guess we'll just have to see as this continues to sit there if it actually holds its form over time or if it starts to weaken and break and crack because it's not sitting in something soft or sitting in something round. But we'll just have to see. The multicolored bath bomb is apparently done exactly the same way. You just end up using more bath bomb packets. So I'm going to whip up one of those real quick and we can mold it together. All right, so I have my 2 different colors all blended up now and ready to go. And I have my little molds here. So we're gonna use half of our batch, and I'm just gonna add a teeny tiny bit of one color into here, press it into place, and then cover it with the next color. I'm gonna do the same on this side, add a little bit of one color and a little bit of the other color. Okay, line it up, press it in. I'm gonna split this to the side. Actually, it might be fun to do a blended one. Let's put them together and whatever falls out, no big deal. Gonna let it sit for a few minutes in in the bath bomb mold. In the meantime, let's mix this up. We'll just add one into one side, one in the other, and then we'll just grab from both sides when we load up our next color. Okay, and then to get it out, I'm gonna take this little metal chopstick. You could use a spoon, and I'm gonna go all the way around the mold, kind of hitting the sides. I'm hoping this will help it come out super cleanly. Look how beautiful. I'm honestly shocked. It looks so good. Okay, hopefully I can get the other side out without much difficulty. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. How? This is like the best bath bomb I've ever made. Let me just shave down those edges. We can try to make it a little even. Why does it look so good though? And it's holding together. I could literally never do this on my own. This is why I don't make bath bombs, because everything I make in regards to bath bombs just ends up falling apart. Like getting to this stage with no issue, and absolute miracle. I'm shocked. Okay, let's do one where the colors are kind of mixed up. They're kind of separate, but they're kind of mixed up. Okay, last little bit. Okay, one more time. Hoping and praying this works. It worked! Yee! Okay, all right, come on. Oh my gosh, it worked. First of all, we love that. That's so cool. This side's a little more smattery, which we also love. But look, it's like yellow on one side, blue on the other. It's so great. And it smells all right, okay? The fragrance could be stronger, I'll give you that. But the actual look of the bath bomb, immaculate. Okay, so here's the deal. These bath bombs, I mean, for this one, I ended up adding some of the gold mica that they used in the kit, just to make it look like kind of like a paint splatter effect. You can totally not line your molds, because this is what it looks like when you line your molds. It's kind of ugly. If you will just tap around the edges and it will cleanly unmold. Okay, you guys, okay. So this whole kit, 5 bath bombs, and mine turned out really good. So let's test it in the water. Okay, so for fizz, I just collected all the extra little bits and bobs into this little cup and made a puck out of it so that we could test the fizziness of it. Ooh, okay, and it floats. Nice. All right, now this is a problem I expected to have. They added mica without adding a polysorbate. So I'm gonna zoom you in, and this is what happens when you add a colorant like a mica and you do not add anything into your bath bomb to help bind the color with the water. So everything just kind of sits on the top and makes a skin. It never fully dissolves, and the more bath bombs you add to your water, sort of the nastier it'll get. And you see it grabs onto the oil, but the oil isn't grabbing to the water. So if you stick your leg in there or your hand in there, you end up with junk like this all over your skin, which is kind of nasty. Also, can't smell it. This is a teeny tiny amount of water and I'm standing right next to it. Literally no fragrance at all. Okay, so I'm kind of loving the bath bomb kit. Yes, I know they don't smell that great, and if you put in your bath, you would get sort of that oily residue all over your body and probably on the sides of your tub. However, in the defense of the creator of this kit, STMT, I will say I've never tried a bath bomb kit that included a polysorbate or an emulsifier. They just don't include them, so it feels kind of bad to just fault this one company for not including it when literally that's not the industry standard for these kits. Would love to see an upgrade to biodegradable glitter. Getting to make 5 of them, really great. The instructions, really great. Loved the mold. Love that I could easily unmold them. The recipe seems pretty solid. I felt like there was a good amount of color that you get to work with, but I personally think that between the candle kit and the bath bomb kit is the winner because they actually perform the way they're supposed to. There's no packaging for them, so you don't get to put little cute labels on it and stuff, but I think for actually getting 5 bath bombs out of it that could actually work in your bathtub, and for the ease of making, the fact that they tell you how much fragrance to add to each thing even if you can't smell it, I just think overall it's just a little better thought out, and definitely the final product execution is a lot better. So yeah, I think the bath bomb kit it's the winner, but I want to know what you think. Do you think the candle kit should have won? And if so, tell me why down in the comments below. I'd love to see some feedback on who wins as far as the STMT kits go. And the company, I think, has done a pretty good job. Their kits are available in a wide variety of stores in the United States. I would say they're on the better end of the craft kits. I have done so many that are just garbage through and through. And these are definitely not garbage kits, okay? Like, especially if you're doing this with a child, you're trying to kill an afternoon with some entertainment, these are gonna do the job for you. If you're looking to create the most luxurious bath products you've ever experienced, girl, what are you doing with a craft kit? Like, no, go to Lush, go buy something from a small business, go to Wholesale Supplies Plus or Brambleberry and get one of the kits for $30 to $50, and that's when you're really going to have some really high quality product expectations. Don't expect high quality bath products out of a kit, okay? Have an absolutely royal day today. Do something fun for yourself. Go do a kit with your besties. Maybe y'all want to splurge on something a little more high-end. Highly recommend Brambleberry, Wholesale Supplies Plus. And there is another company out there recently that I have gotten ads for on Instagram and Facebook that have very expensive craft kits, and I really want to try them. So if you want me to do that, give this video a thumbs up so that I know you're interested. And have a royal day. I will see you all in the next video, and until then, bye for now. Meow.